Well,
Fame.
power. Found everything this world has to offer. Take to the seas. My treasure is yours to find.
Hello guys, I'm Shockwave King. He started out the video. The Netflix One Piece live action came out yesterday, August 31st. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. And it is the best live action series of any type of anime adaptations I've ever seen. It is the best. I forgot, like someone said it before it came out, like a day or two. It's the best. Like, I was like, alright. I've always had hope in the series, alright? I always believe it. I never thought it looked bad, never thought it looked trash. I was like, I thought it looked alright. But now that it's out, it's amazing. But I will be going into spoilers in this video, so if you want just a non-spoiler review real quick, I recommend watching it. But you will have to sit down and set aside some time. Like maybe save it for a weekend or something, or split it up in like parts, because it is over 8 hours. Each episode is 1 hour long, so you better get comfy or break it up into parts where you can easily consume it over your day or over the week if you got things to do. But I had time. But overall, the series is amazing. It is great. I enjoy everything of it. But there was like one or two things where I was just like, well, damn. Alright, but it starts up, it hits all the beats, it does everything, it goes over the East Blue Saga. It's pretty good, it's great. Pretty much most of the things that happen to Axam Morgan arc pretty much happens in the first episode, besides from one of the blemishes I was talking about is, I don't believe I need to see Helmeppo's naked ass on the screen. Why? I don't know why it's like that. But it's there if you want to see it. But overall, with all the different characters and Captain Alvida, and just I love the relationship what they did with Luffy and Kobe. It's just like it is in the manga, where just like how Luffy really does believe in his own dream. And also the Luffy actor, the perfect guy. He can easily do the wacky, fun, goofy Luffy. Then like there is later on when he got serious with Kobe, we're just like, yeah, he can do it. He got it. This kid got he got this stuff, man. And also those who are concerned whether Zoro smiles or not, he does it once, and maybe a smirk or two later. He does it once, but it's there. All right, it's just once, and it happens at the beginning as well. Not like the first few episodes it happens. But overall it's great. It's fantastic. They do balance the realism with the anime tropes, as in the fights are good. But there are some things like where I question how they're gonna do bigger characters if they're going to do Whitebeard, because Garp is not 10 feet tall. He's not some type of colossal giant. He is normal size, which is reasonable. But then you got guys who are meant to be giants. Let's just say, well, you can rearrange the sizes. Blackbeard's like 7 feet tall or something like that. Or Doflamingo's like, you could really be pushing the limits and just put on some high heels. But he's just like, that's 10, 11 feet tall. But Whitebeard is taller than that. And Big Mom is taller than that. And Kaido is just pretty big. But overall, another highlight is Shanks and the redhead pirates. Boy, just seeing Lucky Roo. Like I would say, Big Man Beckman does look kind of old in the flashbacks. I don't know, man. They didn't choose a bad actor, but he does look a little old. But seeing Lucky Roo, Yasov, Bing Beckman, it's all a matter of time before the legendary Rockstar show up. But it's good to see the whole gang get together. It's just the post Marineford crew and the flashbacks. Like even. We get to see them later on in the season. It's not. Well, you get the full crew from Marineford. We do get to see the main usual suspects. It is pretty good. It is great. But it is covered the entire East Blue Saga, and it's pretty good. Seeing Captain Kiro, I was like, I knew immediately when I saw that actor's face, it was him. Before he even did the glasses thing, I knew he was him. And that whole setup, and like they really tried to make Captain Kiro horrifying, and I loved it. I love it. Every single Straw has backstory, every single one of them in this season as well. And with it being over an hour, it works out well. When it refers to like Sanji, like the Sanji and Nami, those are just tragic. Those are just sad, really. I actually started to get something emotional about it. I wasn't crying or anything, but I was just like, damn, jeez. Uh, like, is this number one? It don't sense it like the anime does. Zeph still eats his foot, but this time is even worse. Cause instead of them just run out of food, he gives Sanji all the food, and Sanji doesn't know about it. So after 50 days, Sanji's like, Zeph got some more food. He had the bigger bag. I'm gonna kill him. But it turns out when he hops over there, he sees Zeph just looking all beat up, and he's about to go take the food, get a knife and everything. He slices open the bag. It turns out Zeph never had any food with him the entire time. So this whole time, Sanji is like, oh, you know, he's trying to do this and that. It turns out he's been starving even more to the point where he had to eat his own foot. They both ran out of food around day 50. That was out there for 85 days. And even just the whole relationship between Sanji and Zeph is just, I just love it. But yes, it's confirmed. I don't know why I didn't notice this, but yeah, Sanji does not have curly brown. So the Sanji and Zoro B still go back and forth with Zoro just calling him a waiter and not a cook. So Zoro still get called Moth's Head. But I enjoyed the Usopp. He's still a liar, but he does have his moments. He does. He is the classic Usopp where, you know, he may be a coward at times. He may be not unwilling, unconfident about himself, but he does do things and get the job done. He does contribute. But just the action is fucking serious. My goodness, the action. The action. Oh my goodness. And it's just one of the best parts about the series, the Dende Moosies, is just, it looks so adorable. It's just, let's just see where Garp destroys his own room. And it's just like, what about the snail, Garp? The snail, take care of the snail. And somebody say, well, I could, like, there's a scene where Garp is feeding the Dende Moosie, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's they play a small part, but they all stand out to see him. But, it really doesn't stand out to see him. But the series really is great. It's good. It really is. It lives up to the hype. But somebody say, well, I said there's two blemishes on the series. What was the other one? The other one is for those guys who so it covers the entire East Blue Saga. So it goes over Alvida at the beginning with Kobe and his backstory, and then it goes into Axeham Morgan meeting Zoro and Nami. So there's a lot of plot lines even weaving together. But even like before we get to that part, like Buggy is an absolute standout in the series. Like they got the perfect balance of him being a joke and actually being serious and intimidating. I don't know how they achieved it, but it's amazing. And the powers and the chop cannon, boy, they really pulled this thing off. They really did. Really pieced it together, make the world seem not only just real, but it's just put like this. It had all the anime tropes. It has all the whole where Kuro, he just got that super fast speed, or everybody with the anime powers and the devil fruits. But I saw to explain, it's done in a way where I can't say what it's just like. Well, you know, it's like it's hard to explain, but it's done pretty well. It's done pretty well. Everything fits. Everything's alive, and it's just the gap between Garp and Luffy. My goodness, my goodness. But going on from Captain Kuro, when they leave the Gecko Islands after meeting Kaya, and after they get to go and marry, I am a little rusty at the East Blue Sock. I can't remember if the Go and Marry is actually named after somebody, or it's just a name that Luffy came up with, or it was named after a guy named Mary that used to work for Kaya. Who knows? That Captain Kuro butchers up. But after that scene, Garp makes a phone call, and I'm going to the second blemish, right? And he's just like, all right, they're right there, but I got away because Luffy threw a cannonball back, fresh out of the manga, blows himself up. It destroys like one of the sails, a major. Also, another thing, I love the big difference between the Navy ships and the pirate ships. The pirate ships look like a classic pirate ship on steroids, but the Navy ships look like these classic Civil War big old hulls where just like these things are reinforced. These are the big boys. These are the real deal. So instead of losing the Straw Hats, instead of doing that, Well, before I get into that, relationship between Kobe, Helmeppo, and Garp is another standout of the series. It is pretty good, where Garp is showing Kobe the ropes, while Helmeppo, he still is a coward. Even a slithering coward, he's still that. But then with Kobe, he does bleed out into his own more personality, and he's not also just constantly crying into background character. He is his own thing with his own viewpoints. You know, I'm nothing like Straw Hat Luffy. My father is nothing like Luffy and Garp. He does stand up on his own, and also give Kobe some advice. Their friendship does grow, even though that training session is going to be vicious when they get to it. But in this case, Garp make a phone call to Lucha Straw Hats, and he calls motherfucking Dracula Mihawk. Boy, this motherfucker's a savage. Like, oh my goodness, it's straight from the anime and manga. It's amazing. Now, somebody said the blemish is that some people might get upset with is there is no real Don Craig arc. We still get Jin showing up and Barate today starving and Sanjay's feeding him. And Zeph is still like, hey, you can't waste your life around here. I want to find All Blue. You can find All Blue. Just put Straw Hat out quick. Then go there. All right, then. And it's like a father and son relationship. And it just, I don't know. You really do see, like, from the anime and manga how Sanjay really does appreciate Zeph saving his life out of you back then, because that just, my goodness, it's ugh, like he butchered his own leg and everything. He was Jesus, it's the way they introduced the scene. Cause right off the back you'd be like, oh, he's hogging all the food, but the bigger bag he took has all the treasure in it. So he's been starving and he's on foot. I don't know if he ate this thing in pieces or the entire thing, but damn. But you know, also in this arc, there's supposed to be, aside from Dracula and Mihawk, Don Craig. Well, Don Craig he's cleaned up by Mihawk. When Garp calls Dracula Mihawk, Mihawk is already fighting Don Craig. He shows up and everything, and like every character with a bounty poster, you see the poster actually show up in front of him in the bounty, and its own unique way from the anime, where it's just like you still get to see the bounty and everything, but they slash through the poster or they crumble up the poster. It's just like everybody got their own unique thing with the poster when it shows up. And it's just, boy. Mihawk has one of the best scenes in the entire series. Sure, Don Craig may only have 5 minutes on screen, but boy is it worth it. But seeing Mihawk go ballistic, he split an entire ship in half. He's cutting ball canning. See, he's an animal. He's an animal. And Garp like, hey, you're a warlord. We need to clean up Straw Hat. He's like, he doesn't really sound interesting. Wait, hold on a minute. Cause like, I can't recall this happened in the series. I don't recall, but I could put like the one of them smaller Dendin mooses in their ear, like it's an AirPod. Cause Nami hers to contact Arlon, that one get drowned out when the ship start flooding, and that's when they go to Gecko Island. But in this case, with Mihawk, like Garp just hears people getting cut up and cannon fire. It's like, hey, Mihawk, it's a bad time. No, it's just you know, I'm just taking care of something, just slashing, clashing, and also the series is a little bit more bloody than you expected. Like Mr. 7, the one that we didn't get a chance to see Zara take out in the manga. You see it in the Netflix series, and like Zora cuts him in half. And this is not, well, they just cut away. You actually see this man get split in half with the blood and everything. But it's not some ultra gory, bloody thing, but it does have its moments. But yeah, Don Craig is not much in the series. He get taken out very quickly, but with Mihawk, in one of the best scenes of the series, well, Mihawk is an animal. Like, I couldn't believe it. He's an animal. My trousers, I couldn't believe it, boy. Even just the whole fight between Mihawk and Zoro, where it's just like, it's 1-to-1. It's amazing. It's just scars in the back as a swordsman's shame. But everybody's cast well. Everybody does their role well. I have gotten used to real life Garp. Cause like with Garp with his beard, it's all like tangled, not like tangled together, but it's all like scruffy. You know, it's not just so clean. But I don't know. I think they do it well, and just everybody played their part pretty well. Also, Bogart looks like a fucking animal. Like every time he's on screen, he looks like a real deal. He's as they tracking down the boys. But his stuff is pretty good. I know everybody casts well. Everybody, it all plays together, and all the arcs are in the well together. Now, besides from Buggy, a character who we've all seen that I didn't expect to stand out this much. Arlong with season 1 is the best fucking villain in the damn series. Now Mihawk is amazing, but Arlong, this man is just an animal. I should have looked up the actor and things like that. The Arlong and the Arlong Park saga, it's just the way he was adapted, the way they did everything was amazing. The Fishman and the prosthetic boy. And also another thing, here's a fun fact: when you do anything with CGI, you can cover up some mediocre CGI if you stylize the scene. And it's just like there's some scenes where you could tell that's a green screen. It's not obviously, but you say, hey, that looks like CGI. But since it's stylized, it fits in well. But Arlong is the best villain in the season. He has an overwhelming presence where he's constantly he's a constant threat. He's constantly there. And you get hints towards early on that Nami has her own reason for going after the Grand Line map. And boy, Arlong shows up after every damn arc. This shit's ridiculous. He's a looming presence. And the first time that they clean up Buggy, Buggy's putting his body back together. And it's just like, Arlong want to word with you. Arlong, who is that man? He want to say something to come see for himself. She never did that, Buggy. Boy, but oh my goodness, just Arlong in the Nami flashback. But that's something. Like Nami's mother still got her brains blown up, but it's just like, hey. Like Arlong shows up. The woman got a rifle. Wait, get that gun out of here. What's wrong with you? Everybody pays tribute. 100,000 berry. She pays up the money. But then she made a fatal mistake. Arlong's about to leave with his crew, but he's I could do some other Arlong stuff. But then he realizes there's 3 plates out there. It's just like, who else lives here? And well, his Fishman's just like, only supposed to be one person. He's like, who else lives here, woman? Now, Nami, I think it's like Noriko or Norito, can see him through the floorboards, because they just put hitting on the floor. And he's like, who else lives here? I said, who? When he about to choke her out, that's when Nami and them come up from the floorboard, and the mother makes the ultimate sacrifice. Is it enough money to pay for my children? Because he said it was 50,000 each, and he gave up 100,000 berry. It was, and blam, right there, like literally a foot away from the children, gets shot, brains blown out and everything. They just walk away. Arlong is an animal. Have an entire Fishman party was, but he is the same Fishman supremacist boy. Boy, it's everything you could ask for. So I'll give the series overall an 8. It is a fantastic series. It is a must watch. But I will say this. I will say to tame people's expectations. Sure, season 1 is great. It's fantastic. It's everything you can ask for. But going into the later arcs, into the Grand Line, and some other things, I would personally hold my expectations. Because we've seen time and time again where it starts off great, and it's a good 1, 2, 3 seasons. And then, things start to happen. So, I would take my expectations for the other seasons and not get, it's going to be the best thing in the world or this and that. Because we've seen what happened. So I'm not saying we're going to hate it. Just be cautiously aware. And, because a lot of people thought it was going to be bad. I don't understand why. I didn't see anything off. I'm sure there was some cringy dialogue. That's undeniable. But they rearranged the whole scene where everybody yell out their name. Because Luffy does it. And then Buggy does it, and then Sanji tells Zoro, like, everybody yells out their name. After Sanji started unleashing some of his own power moves against a Fishman. Oh, he stopped making fun of Nami. Ugh. Oh boy. I don't know. It's just everything flows together so well. It really does. Also, the reason why Garp started to throw everything in this room is when Mihawk chooses not to bring in Straw Hat. So it's. Boy, Mihawk is fucking. He's fresh out of the manga. He's a different breed, man. He's an animal. Girls, the blade shatter. Oh my god! And we do get the Kuina flashback and everything, and it is quite sad, tragic to see Zoro cry over Kuina. It's just like, cause I forgot the guy who tells him, but he gets told about it. He's just like, wait, no, lies. No, it can't be true. No. But yeah, you get to see everybody's backstory, even with Shanks, and seeing the mountain bandit seeing the mountain bandit's friend get his brains blown out. Cause Lucaroo, boy, he never missed, boy. This man stayed eating. He stayed getting his health up. Boy, just the action of fight scene is pretty good, man. We do get Easter eggs towards other characters though. Jinbei is brought up. We don't get a chance to see him, so it'll be interesting. Like even Jinbei, he's pretty big, but it does seem like they're gonna go for a realistic size in the series. But it's just you got guys like Kato and Big Mom, so it's just we have to wait to see how it turns. Even Gecko Moria, so we got to wait to see how things turn out before that point. And Kuma, but so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a must-see series if you're a fan of One Piece, and I would highly recommend watching it because it will not disappoint. It really wouldn't. Because I seen our episodes yesterday. I got finished. I started at 12 p.m. Ended around 7 o'clock. So yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. But I want to say this, like when I got towards the end of the Arlong Park, I was deciding I would use it, and then Arlong really doesn't do the whole. I have no problem with him not taking his teeth out of his mouth and using them as some fighting dentures, but the whole ending up to the battle axe, he doesn't really do the whole spinning thing, and then Luffy hit him with the battle axe. I wouldn't want that. Also, another thing, those two guys that Zoro used to know back in his Power Hunter days that give him those extra swords, they don't show up. He just used the he just used Kuina's sword and just go one sword aside, and that's it. So if I was just use, those two characters, they're not here. Also, we get a teaser towards Bellamy. I was not expecting to see Bellamy, but he's here. But also Gold Roger. I don't know. I didn't think anything was bad about Gold Roger when I saw him in the trailer, but it's just like, but actually seeing him in the series, seeing the entire scene play out, and Garp is like, I tried to warn you, but you did what you wanted anyway. Fucking Gold Roger's a madman. This wealth, power. Oh boy, they chose an excellent Gold Roger. I'll be interested to see where the series go. I don't know how long it took them to film, so it could be like a 1, 2 year, 3 year wait. So who knows? But hey, I enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was incredible. If you're a One Piece fan, there's not much to really hate it. But besides from that Naked Hell Meppo scene, somebody said, when does that happen? It happens in episode 1, when Zoro turns himself in after attacking him to Axe Hand Morgan, because he thought, I'm gonna collect the bounty from Winter 7. He had this man's head inside a bag. Oh my goodness, he packed this man up literally, and just carrying him around. And all the characters kind of meet everybody instead of Bar. So, everybody pretty much get their usual introduction. Usopp is still treated as a liar, going around just spreading lies for a good 10 years. And, yeah. Everything plays out pretty well. But, oh yeah, back to the scene. And, after Helmet would say, well, since you turned down Axe Hand Morgan's deal to on you, you're going to starve out here. You're going to die out here. There's no way my father's going to let you survive. And, Zoro takes that. And also, Zoro does wear a bandana throughout the series, which you already saw. And also, we don't get the whole scene where Arlong tears off Zoro's bandages. It's just like Luffy and Nami goes off to get the Grand Line map and maybe confront Arlong if he's there. And Sanji and Zoro and Usopp stays back and fight the fishermen. So that's what happens. So, well, yeah, we could be missing one of the main fishermen. Oh, yeah, we didn't get a chance to see Hachi. Yeah, Hachi's not here. So, yeah. So, both Sanji and Zoro fights the fishman karate guy. And Hachi's not there. So, that is sad to see that he's not in here. Maybe they're going to pin him up as an ex-fishman who changed his life around. So then you can still have that animosity with Nami as a person who should be a part of the crew, but also still have the whole, he's a better person when it comes to the Sabaody. We still have that. But, yeah, Hachi's not there. So the 6 sword styles, R.I.P. It was fun. But the fishman prosthetics and everything is great. But, where was I? Oh, yeah, the same. The Kuina sword. So then I guess he's looking at a picture of his mother inside his own room after Luffy helped Zoro escape. And he with the sword and he's playing around with it and he's just naked. And that's when Zoro shows up and butchers his hairstyle, on which he starts off with long hair in this one, and then get the butchered haircut in the manga. So it's just, and it's never explained why Garp locks up Axe Morgan. Cause we actually do see marine corruption in the series, but he's just, you know, there have been rats in the chicken coop, and Garp gotta go, but Morgan gotta go, but we never see Morgan get arrested. We never see Morgan get brought into Garp's ship and escape. He's just, you know, he's seen him get tied up to the pole, and it's just left ambiguous what happened to him. So, back to the whole point where those are, like, if you like Don Craig, he doesn't get an entire scene. He gets like 5 minutes, but I love what they showed of him, and he's just Mihawk, just a beast. The naked Hell Meppo for no reason, and towards the end, after the online part thing, besides from the whole, you know, they're giving the whole spin around thing, but he still have the teeth and his. And then at the end, he fights Garp, and that's why I brought there was a big gap between Luffy and Garp, where like Luffy's like going flying. So, are they gonna meet up with Garp after Eni's lobby? They got you because the whole training arc, and it's kind of implied they can meet up again later. But I wasn't expecting the series in that way. But hey, we still get the whole everybody put the leg on the barrel and announce their dreams, and it does feel like a crew. It does. Everybody does kind of fly on their road. Well, you're not part of the crew, then, you know, how are we going to get out of this? I thought you guys wasn't a crew. What happened? It is pretty fun. Especially with that introduction of Sonic. The Barate is one of the best. I mean, when I was building the set for the Barate, I was like, how this is going to turn out? It really is an amazing part of the series. It really is. But, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, it's just perfect 1-to-1 though. Don Craig was cut out. Hachi's not there, and I might have missed 1 or 2 more, like other characters. Cause I told you I'm rushed at the East Blue Sock, but overall, it was solid. It was great. Don Craig may be gone, but there is still time for Hachi to still get developed as an ex-member. So that option is always there. But I don't think it'd be hard to adapt to Eni's lobby stuff. That wouldn't be hard. But going over Skypiea, Jaya, rolling over to Alabasta and seeing Smoker for the first time. Cause we do get a tease at Smoker at the end of the last episode. We don't know who plays him, but he got the 2 fucking cigarettes, chain smoking, and he's burning Luffy's wanted poster. Cause you see the poster goes everywhere, and Usopp's like, "Hey, look, I'm in the poster. Is this the back of your scalp, son? Hey, it's not my fault that you don't have any." But the things does escalate. Wait, Luffy, that's your grandpa? Yeah. A vice admiral? Yeah. Oh boy, it's just it really is a good series. But you got to check it out. It is a must-watch series. So if you got the time, you got Netflix. Check it out. It really is. There are some scenes where I know they're gonna make memes out of us. Not because they're bad. It's just. Is how good it is, and I don't know. Arlon was a real standout of the series. It really was. Him and his back, and then like the biggest thing, right? Nami, I can't recall. I can't remember this happened to manga or not. Gets the money to buy Cocoa Village Freedom, and this man informed the Marines that she got over 100 million berries stolen. They take the damn money. Just Arlon, damn it, why Arlon? Why? So evil, and he burns down Cocoa Village anyway. Why Arlon? Why? Why? It's such evil necessary. You always had a place for you, Nami. I'm gonna burn out your stuff anyway. You're not going nowhere. All right, no matter how much freedom, you're not going nowhere. But destroying of the map room is not as emotional as it was in the anime and manga, where it's just like, hey, he throws out a desk or something like that, but he does bring down an entire building. So, but I will say this, there is one race swap, just one, all right. It's the Nami's sister. It's just one, but the mother's still the same. Everything is the same. It's just, I want to point it out Perfect. You know, Alvada, perfect casting. Buggy, perfect casting. Kirio, just the dudes are fucking amazing. Especially when you got this whole like we gotta try to escape from Kiro as Zoro's off the battlefield and Luffy drinks all the poison. This nigga's an animal. Then what? It rolls over. Yeah. I brought up excellent, Milton. Then it rolls over to the Barate, Mihawk versus Zoro, and the introduction and battle are long. It's the Marines are casting threat. They're always constantly falling. But I hope you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I really recommend to check out this series. MSWK, peace.